Welcome y'all to the very edge of Tennessee. I'm Toby Sells, a veteran newspaper reporter and a proud native Tennessean. I've had a front row seat to some of the best our great state has to offer. Ride shotgun with me here as I explore Tennessee from State Street in Bristol to Beale Street in Memphis. All right, y'all, that's Tennessee from State to Beale. Tennessee's big four cities seem so different. You got highfalutin Nashville with their glass towers and that proud wave of orange that flows from Knoxville. And then Memphis has its grit and soul. And Chattanooga's always seemed to me to be kind of Tennessee's quiet and studious cousin, you know. Definitely loves the outdoors. Has probably worn Chaco sandals to a wedding before, and definitely has opinions on what fishing kayak you should buy next. But our big four, as people call them, all have one thing in common. And it's the same thing in common as a ton of major cities. All of our state's big four were established on the banks of rivers. Nashville on the Cumberland, Knoxville and Chattanooga on the Tennessee, and Memphis perched up on the bluff above the mighty Mississippi River. The Mississippi flows right under that big bluff. Downtown Memphis sits atop that big bluff. In fact, the Mississippi lies right at the foot of the city's most famous street, Beale Street. I found a hole in a fence and I'm probably not supposed to be down here, but here we are right at the river's edge. So folks, for a lot of us, this right here, that's where Tennessee ends. All right, so I found a little gentle spot here where maybe I can get in without making America's Funniest Home Videos on here. But here we are. Here's that muddy Mississippi River water we've heard about so much. So here is the Wolf River Harbor. That is Mud Island. That is the Mississippi River. And that little spit of land way over there, that's Arkansas. So here's the state line, folks. Well, it's not exactly the state line. The state line is somewhere off in the middle of the river over there. Oh my gosh, y'all are gonna make me go see it, aren't you? All right, let's go. That's exactly where we are today. Well, we're actually on a bridge that runs across the mighty Mississippi, and it's our first stop on this river tour. Now, for the purposes of this video, I will not be talking about our amazing riverboats. All right, you can hop out on these huge old replicas of these steamboats, and they have all kinds of different cruises on the river. For this one, let's explore the Mississippi Riverfront on foot. All right, right up front, y'all, there's not really a lot that you can do on or in the Mississippi River. That's just a fact. You can't really get out there and enjoy it, you know, like in it. You can't hike it like you would the Smokies, for example. It is just so dang big and powerful. I had one pro kayaker tell me that it's like having the Mount Everest of rivers in your backyard. It's just amazing, and it's just scope and size. So you really just can't get out there and enjoy it, you know? It's the mighty Mississippi after all, you know, and for us travelers who might not also happen to be experts on traversing this particular river, that means the Mississippi, well, it's kind of dangerous. That's why nobody swims here, or why swimming is not, you know, a big draw for visitors here. And those who paddle it or boat it or fish it, you know, they're either experts or they've got plenty of experience, again, on this particular river. And now once a year there are dragon boat races down here, you know, those huge canoes filled with people, and they race back and forth on the river, but they are always constantly watched by, you know, harbor police and other folks. Seriously, except for a very few. Nobody's even sticking their hand in there. That is not a thing. But it doesn't mean you can't enjoy the Mississippi. It's so big and so strong. It's just a wonder to see. And for Tennesseans, it's just such an important landmark, and it's just vital to our state's history. All right, all that to say is you should see it. And today, I'm going to show you 3 places where you can experience this powerful river for yourself from a safe distance. This is Big River Crossing. It's the longest public pedestrian bridge over the Mississippi River. It's nearly a mile long. It connects Memphis to West Memphis, Arkansas. So yes, you can literally walk across the Mississippi and say you were in 2 states in the same day. If you're looking for Instagram snaps up here, this is the place for it. The boundary between Arkansas and Tennessee runs right through the middle of the Mississippi River. And that spot is marked on Big River Crossing right there. Now, as you walk along, you get unbeatable views of downtown Memphis, the river, and you even get some trains running right beside you too. It's a little scary and a little awesome.
MemphisSegway.com.
Big River Crossing is also a big part of the Mississippi River Trail. Now that connects from Big River Crossing on out to thousands of miles of biking and hiking trails on the levees that run all the way down to New Orleans, Louisiana. Anyway, if you're into cycling, you got to check that out. You can walk all the way across to Arkansas from here. Oh, look, folks, we're almost to Arkansas. You do get to the Arkansas side, you are met with this blessedly shaded long tunnel that takes you all the way back down the Arkansas side of the river over there. It's hot today, folks, and the shade makes a difference. There's really not much over on the other side except for some benches and stuff. There's no food or drink over there either. So if you're coming out, make sure you bring some provisions. Big River Crossing is open daily from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Now here's a pro tip. Go at sunset. The sky over the river just puts on a real show, y'all. And then at night, the Hernando de Soto Bridge across the way there, that's the I-40 bridge over there. It has an LED